Hey guys, so today we're going to be creating a landscape with Blender. First of all, I want to thank Sketchfab for the assets I'm using, the tree and the grass. It was got from there. You can check this description to download it and follow along. So we're going to create a ground first of all, which is like a ground landscape. And yeah, subdivide it because if we don't subdivide, we won't be able to sculpt on it. You get the reason why sculpting is we don't want every surface to be the same. We don't want them to be leveled. So we want some parts to be high and some parts to be down. So that's the reason why sculpting. Right now, I'm just going to place my camera somewhere around there. The reason I'm adding my camera now just to know how the trees and grass are going to appear, and I'm going to be using a dynamic sky. So I'm going to be doing the controlling of sun and fog, those kind of stuff. So that's the reason I need my camera right now. It's time for me to use particle system, or that's the modifier particle system. Just click that plus icon and switch to hair. So you can make the selected amounts 1,000, 2,000, anyone you like. So I'm just going to reduce the length and just play around till I get something I really like. So just scroll down, scroll down. We're going to scroll down to render. Just switch from parts to objects. So right now we're going to select the grass, and there it is. This particle system has a very cool feature which you can, sorry, right now I'm just going to add a material to my landscape. I have a material already and I'm going to add it into the description. You can download it from there. I've also added to yours. In my particle system, I can increase the amount of hair I want. I can scale it and I can scale randomly, which some are going to be big and some are going to be small. That's going to make it look more interesting. All of them having the same height, like it doesn't really make sense. In the particle system, we can't just select objects, we can also select collections. So I can group this into a collection and just name it trees. You get, so when we click our landscape and create another tab in particle system, just like doing the same thing but changing that object into a collection, and there we have it. So click and look for your collection name, select it, then boom. If your PC isn't very strong, I won't advise you to add much trees, or your PC is going to be lagging and might crash. Blender might crash. That's just the truth. So keep it small and just try to be proud of what you're creating. So I'm going to turn on object rotation. So if I turn this tree, it's going to affect what's on the landscape. Yeah, it is. So just turn all of them, just rotate it to YX to see which is yours, but mine is Y90. Yes, so everything is okay. Let me check with my camera view and see how it's looking. Somehow let's play with the random scale and the height of this tree on our particle system. Time for me to make use of my word lights. So I'm going to be using a dynamic sky is an add-on built in Blender. You can just go to your edit and preference, activate it there. Then when you click N, you're going to see a create tab. Okay, let me show you right now. So when I click create, I can see landscape and a lot of stuff. So there's the dynamic sky. Once you click create, you're going to switch that your world tab to the dynamic sky tab. So just look for dynamic sky and select it. I've done this before, so I'm redoing it again. That's why you can see other stuff like HDRI around there. Yeah, so here's the lights. And if you notice, we have a sun which makes everything looks cool, but our sun color is white, and that is not the color of a sun normally. And the sun is directly up. I don't like it. You can leave yours like that, but I want mine to be coming from the side. So it's like the trees shadow are reflecting to the right when it's coming from this when it's coming from the left. So I'm just going to rotate that ball, and the sun is going to rotate alongside with it. And I'm going to change the color of my sun very soon so you can see how it's going to look. If you want a perfect result, I'm going to advise you to take different render views around this scene. You're going to see how the sun works and how just amazing it is. The reason I added that box is for a volumetric fog. I don't want us to see the ending of the scene. You know, if you wake up early in the morning and when there's fog everywhere, you can't see the ending. The more you move forward, the more everything just gets clear. You understand? So our camera is going to be seeing something in front of us very fine, but something very far is just going to be like there's a fog covering everything around there, which is how the real world works. So adding a volumetric isn't difficult. We're going to use a volume scatter, but some people use principal volume, but I think volume scatter is very easy for you to understand. Yeah. We need to reduce the density so we can at least see the sun. Yeah, so this the fog is too much right here. So let's just make it 0 point. Yeah, I think this is cool. Oh, let me increase it a little bit. Then I think we're good to go if I do that. Like I said before, dynamic sky is cool. So I'm trying to turn my sun and give it the perfect direction for my forest scene. So you can do yours the way you like. It must not be exactly the same thing with me. And I'm taking different renders. So it does not matter when or if it's left or right. You can just adjust your camera and render is there. It's about time we make like our final touch and just reduce the grass. Yes, reduce the grass and scale them randomly again. Just try to make adjust everything to how you like. Then yeah, we are done. So this was my first render. If you notice, the sun is on the left side and I was not happy with this. So I did another render by changing the camera position. The sun moves around the whole scene. So it does not matter where it is. You just have to shift your camera instead of shifting the sun. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.